time to knock some things off your bucket list. First up, travel the world. If you've always wanted to visit Hong Kong or vacation in the Swiss Alps and wondered what it was like, well, Jeanette, Yvette, and Tina got the scoop for you. These Jet Setting Divas are always at some fun and exotic place experiencing the best of what life has to offer. And each week, they'll tell you all about it. These ladies are always high-flying loads of fun.
Hi, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina, and we are the Jet Setting Divas. Hey, ladies, what's going on in the world of travel? Woo, what's going on? I don't know. Y'all got to tell me. It's just craziness going on.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Them prices,
they're going crazy.
They are. And
I thought they were supposed to drop.
No, and last week I had an issue with Spirit. They charged me for my bag that I usually carry on for free. They charged me $100 at the airport. And not only did they charge me, they charged most of the people.
Yeah.
So one thing that you know, if you're going to be flying on Spirit, you're probably going to have to pay for your bag unless it's a backpack.
Well,
and
they
if
must
it's
be
a
doing
backpack,
something.
they're doing something different.
Yeah, because I mean, they must be adjusting. Because I was telling you just the other week, the fare was $20. The taxes and fees was $175. So they must be saying, hey, you know what? We need to, make more money off of these fares or whatever the accessories or whatever is coming with the travel, because something got to give. I mean, those deals are out the window. Is it the holidays?
Right. Yeah, and also we noticed that I think they have increased the amount that you pay for a bag.
What?
Yes, they absolutely have. You saw what was the price that you saw, Yvette?
It was $60.
Yeah, and it's like $35. Going rate $40 for a carry-on at least. And I can understand $50 for a check bag, but I mean, people don't want it because they're not reliable. People do not want to check their bag. They want to carry all their stuff on.
Yeah.
And now you're going to take advantage and now overcharge for a carry-on.
Yeah. And a lot of the people were really upset when I was at the airport. They were saying if they're going to pay $100 extra when they get there, they could have flown Delta or American Airlines. They're like, I'm not dealing with Spirit anymore if I've got to pay all these extra fees on top of my ticket. So
exactly. Yeah. I feel the same way.
They were like the police, which y'all sitting on side of the road, pulling people over. Hey, firing people.
And they got everybody too. Anybody, even little backpacks. They had people trying to put those into that little bin, and if any little piece came out of your back, it was done. You were done.
Goodness.
So inflation is
real.
Travel too.
Inflation is real. And I'm telling you, when they start jacking up, taking our shooters out the little bag, I'm done. I am done at that. Because I know TSA is drinking up all that liquor. There's no way. But there's just so many tragic things that are happening, in the world of travel. And I know you guys mentioned something happened today earlier. I don't even know if I can even say it.
I came across an article where 3 people passed away in an Airbnb in Mexico City.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to figure out what happened, but they are believing that it was carbon monoxide.
Oh my God. And then, and even just to go further and, hitting closer to home, it was a New Orleans teacher and his 3 friends. Yeah, they were from our neck of the woods. And, you go out, you're a teacher, you go on vacation, you go in for, enjoy some, peace and quiet and, and what do you do in those situations? Because if it is carbon monoxide or it is something related to, odorless, you can't even see it. Something that you're having fun. You come back to your home, your Airbnb, and you've gone and left this world now.
So now,
they've got things for that, Tina.
Yeah.
Go ahead and let them know what's out there for this.
Right. Yeah. You can purchase portable carbon monoxide detectors to bring with you when you travel, because we can't trust these Airbnbs.
No,
we can't trust, not even the hotels and resorts. So I would advise everybody purchase, or if you're doing a lot of travel, purchase a portable carbon monoxide detector and bring it with you every time you leave your house and you traveling and you staying in a resort, hotel, or Airbnb.
I mean,
But I
your
would even
security.
say with family, because we've got the holidays coming up, and I know a
Yeah.
lot of people are going to see their families, and a lot of times we have older family members, they're not keeping up with their carbon monoxide or even smoke detectors. So
Yeah.
even in those situations, you see a lot of incidents happen around the holidays where people are meeting and they're staying with family members, visiting, and then they end up dead because of carbon monoxide. So even when you're going to visit family members, when you're traveling for the holidays, for Thanksgiving or Christmas, be safe.
Yeah, and also,
Right.
you got to think about all the other appliances and things. There are gas stoves
Mm-hmm.
inside of
Yeah.
Airbnbs and all our relatives' homes. So you got to, keep a watch. They got kids touching things. You just want to make sure that, things are secure. Windows, you see kids, getting out on balconies because, people are not paying attention.
Mhm.
It's just so many things that, even more now. I mean, it's nothing new, but it's like a new thing that you need to make sure your security and your safety is, because people are just renting their house, they're getting the money, they're not
Right.
really, are they really doing all of the checks and balances to make sure their homes are safe?
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to, we even here in Dallas, there have been more gas explosions at homes
Mhm.
than
Yeah.
I've ever seen or heard in
Mhm.
life. Even on a freeway one time, I think an 18-wheeler, there was a
Yeah.
gas explosion. So
Mhm.
it's like you have to really, really, do your due diligence, but be aware, you walking out the door, don't just leave and lock the door. You make sure, hey, the gas is off. You come back and y'all decide to light it up and y'all might be blowing up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also I've seen these also where like if you're staying in a hotel, there's an alarm that you can put on your door. It's like a door stopper. Have
Okay.
Okay.
y'all seen those?
No,
So
we
if
haven't.
No.
somebody is trying to come in your room or Airbnb or whatever, you
Hmm.
can it will sound off.
That's
It's a
that's a
door
great,
That's a good, that
yes.
is a
stopper.
good
Yeah, that's a
idea.
great idea. Mhm.
Because you're thinking about it, we've gotten keys from somebody. This is
Mhm.
their home. You don't know who else
Yeah.
made a
Yeah.
copy of that key from the last time. Who
Mm-hmm.
may have access to that key? Who can just walk in on you while you're enjoying your time on your vacation because somebody have access to the home that you're living in.
And I
Yeah.
would also say you're dealing with, we travel together and we've traveled to Airbnbs by ourselves, just as three
Mm-hmm.
women. And when you're traveling along and without a man, a lot of, and you're maybe renting your Airbnb from another man, you really have to be
Mm-hmm.
careful and watch your surroundings and make sure that, you're just being safe.
Yeah, because I've even seen
Right.
them with cameras. That some people there, I know
Mm-hmm.
they're watching and protecting their homes,
Mhm.
but they have cameras and they're watching every
Yeah.
room and people. Just imagine you getting dressed, undressed, and
Mhm.
now somebody is watching just to make sure that
Yeah.
maybe you don't steal
Yeah.
anything. But I don't know what for whatever reason someone would feel that they need to have a camera all throughout the house just so that to
Yeah.
kind of
They
look at
say
them.
that. They
Hmm.
say that with Airbnbs, just kind of look around. You may not even notice it's a camera. It may be a lamp.
Hmm.
Mm.
It may be just
Yeah,
somewhere. Just
Mm.
yeah.
you don't even know that particular object is actually a camera.
Wow.
Yeah,
You
and
don't
Wow.
even
the
know.
safe, and again, these safety things that you don't, you would hope that person, is, really, really, who they say they are, but you just
Yeah.
never know. And and
Mhm.
I hear that, I think we were just out last week, and someone was saying there are a lot of cities that are just doing away with Airbnbs
Mhm.
altogether
Yeah.
because of just everything that could possibly
Mhm.
Yeah,
happen when people are renting these,
Mhm.
that's
people's
right.
home.
The lady, we met a lady last week, and she said in a particular county they will not allow
Hmm.
Airbnbs.
I know it's a
Dallas, that
Pearland, I think was one of
yeah,
them in Texas.
and I even think
Hmm.
parts of Dallas County doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said Arlington would, out there,
Yeah.
Tarrant would allow it, but Dallas would not.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's again because you know what, this is someone's home, and
Mhm.
they're renting them for sporting, they're going to sporting events. They
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
people that are youth, they don't care. They tear up your home, and you think about it. Me as a homeowner and a neighbor, if someone next door to me was, I wake up and there's beer cans all over the front yard, I'm gonna have a fit.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have a
Right,
fit.
right.
But
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a fit around here because
Well,
it's not gonna happen.
and you got and the noise nuisance. They want to have parties. They want to play loud music. They want to have guests over. You got cars parked everywhere, maybe blocking your car. You can't even get out your driveway, your garage. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna start seeing a lot of changes with Airbnbs that's gonna affect people's travel, because a lot of people, that's where they go when they travel. They don't go to hotels anymore. They're going to Airbnbs. And I mean, we have even had really good experiences in Airbnbs where we've got homes instead of going to a hotel. So it's gonna be,
because it is cost efficient. Like, you know, I know traveling nurses. There are a lot of people who utilize Airbnbs for a lot of different reasons. And I think it's a great option. You know, you can go and stay someplace. You're kind of more in a comfortability of a home as opposed to, you know, just walking around a hotel. But, you know, it's going to be, you know, some, you know, new rules or some new guidelines. It's going to be like Uber. You know, you're going to have to, you know, you can't just use your personal stuff just, you know, at will, you know, for the weekend just because you can. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
There are pros and cons to it. You know, an Airbnb, you know, you're there with your family alone. You don't see other people. You have a little bit more amenities. You have a kitchen. You may have several bedrooms. You may even have a private pool. You may even have a chef.
You bring chef. You go
to a hotel.
Help with the cost.
Yeah. You go to a hotel and you just have this one little, you know, room. Well, depending on what you book. If you know you book it's expensive to get like a
week at a hotel.
Suite.
A week at a hotel is a mortgage. It's a mortgage.
It
is.
You
can do a week at a Airbnb. Sometimes, you know, I know we have ones kind of scheduled for one of our next trips. I mean, you know, you may pay, you know, $400 or $500 less than what you would have paid at a hotel and you get a lot more amenities around it. But I think the other piece is just, you know, not all Airbnbs are the same. You know, I've heard bed bugs. I've heard, you know, I've heard people who say there's been mold in homes, and it's just been so many different things that you have to, you know, just don't think I'm finna just go there. You know, look at read the reviews, because if somebody has been there before, I'd want to be careful if they don't have any reviews, but then also if they have reviews, read those reviews. Go to TripAdvisor. Go to Airbnb.
Airbnb has extensive reviews, and even when you rent on Airbnb, if you as someone renting a place you don't mess up the place, or you don't keep it clean, you will get dinged, because the person that's renting the house, they also rate you, so you can rate them and they can rate you. So it's both ways.
But be careful because a lot of times you may see something spectacular, the rate is good, and there are no reviews because they are new. And the rate is good because they're trying to get people there, you know, because it's a new Airbnb. So, you know.
So it's a catch-22 on some of this stuff, but you definitely have to just do your homework, because I think that's do your homework.
And I would say look at the location of the Airbnb. I know a lot of the Airbnbs aren't in the main area of the city where you're living at. They're in the outer skirts, and a lot of times those areas, they're cheaper, but they're not safe. They're not safe areas for you to be in. So you must really look at the map, do some research online, and make sure that the Airbnb that you're going to is in a safe area. You don't want to be in a bad part of town and you're trying to travel. So
and I have to say, I went to Costa Rica, and that Airbnb, they had a little stand right in front of at the end of the driveway, and they had 24-hour security.
Wow.
At the time, I was thinking, oh, that's great. But in my mind, I had to also think, well, is it because it's not safe? Because they definitely made sure the gate stayed locked, and they were in there the whole time.
Wow.
So you know, though I'm thinking, oh, it's great security, it may be because of just the elements of what was around us. But I didn't even think about it at the time. But this has been, you know, very eye-opening, and you know, my heart goes out to the family of, you know, those that have, you know, passed away because they were on vacation, you know, and you know, just you know, did not know, and you know, and even at this point, you know, they're not here, so who can tell the story? So so but ladies, I mean, we love to travel, but you know, you just have to, you know, be ready
and be safe, especially staying in these Airbnbs. You really have to check all the safety measures.
Yes.
Hotels too.
Lock that door. That latch.
Well, ladies, I'm Jeanette.
And I'm Yvette.
And I'm Tina. And this is what travel is all about.
That's what's going on in the world of travel. Please follow JET Setting Divas on all our social media platforms.
Tune in next Thursday when the Jet Setting Divas will tell you about another fun destination spot that you'll want to visit. For more on their excursions, log on to ShalettaMakesMeLaugh.com.
You deserve more internet than what you get from just your cell phone. Get free high-speed internet at home, a $29.95 value when you qualify for Internet Essentials Plus and the Affordable Connectivity Program. Enjoy more streaming, gaming, and video chatting on more devices for free. With unlimited data and a wireless gateway included at no extra cost. No fees, no taxes, and no annual contract. Connect to more of what you love for free with Xfinity and the Affordable Connectivity Program. Click, call, or visit a store to learn more.
At Hy-Vee, we take pride in being part of the communities we serve. In 2021, we donated more than 14 million meals, and this year, we're committed to doing even more. For over 90 years, we've been the place that people turn in time of need, and we take that very seriously. That's why we're loading our semis full of food this week and making deliveries across the Midwest to help families this Easter. To join our effort, simply donate when you're at the checkout. Together, we can make a big difference for those in need.
There's a new way to get around in North Minneapolis. It's Metro Transit Micro, a new ride-sharing service that connects you with Metro Transit bus routes or wherever you need to go on the north side. It's convenient, affordable, and accessible. Metro Transit Micro uses minibuses to reach more neighborhoods, and you'll have shorter wait times. It costs just the same as bus routes, and it's easy to use. You can pay your fare in cash, a go-to card, or the Metro Transit app. Just go to metrotransit.org/micro. Download the app and create your account. It's really simple. So whether you're going to a friend's house in Bryn Mawr to watch the Vikings game, or you need to get dropped off at the Metro C Line station to hop on a bus to get to work across town, Metro Transit Micro got you covered. Book a ride, get picked up, and get where you need to go. Start riding today on one of the new Metro Transit Micro minibuses.
It's back to school time, and that means it's back to cooking breakfast for your kiddos and making school lunches. That's a lot of cracked eggshells and cut-off sandwich crust. Now listen, before you think about throwing those food scraps away, think about recycling them. Ramsey County has a program that can help you do just that, and it won't cost you a dime. Ramsey County has a free food scraps recycling program that lets you collect stuff like apple cores, coffee grounds, and veggie scraps. Here's how it works. Put all those scraps into a compostable bag. Then once a week, drop it off at a free food scrap site by your house. And listen, I understand that life is busy, so if you can't get there once a week, just toss the bag in the freezer until you can find the time to do it. To locate a food scrap collection site near you and to get more information about the program, visit RamseyRecycles.com/food scraps and tell your friends and family about it. Let's all do our part to help save the planet.
All right, did you know I was the Mommy Slam Dunk Champion?
Really?
Yes, really, don't sound so surprised.
Let's see it.
Oh, you're ready. All right, here we go. Let's hear the crowd. So go to right, go to left, fake 'em out. Mama, go up, mama!
She did it.
Again? You can't avoid gravity, but United Healthcare can help you avoid financial surprises by helping you compare costs and doctor quality ratings. United Healthcare.
Uh-huh.